up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Hey! We are down here to talk about Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. It was actually a good episode. I didn't take a lot of notes, not as much as I took for Love and Marriage Huntsville and Potomac, but let's talk. It was a good episode. I was like, okay, this was a good episode. Whitney and Heather having a Jen update, and she was like, just asking her, how did it go? And she was like, girl, we're best friends again. How do you think it's going to go? Or have you talked to her? She was like, girl, I haven't talked to her. She treated me like shit last season. And then when they showed that clip of her throwing something and then telling Whitney to shut up, let me tell you something. It's funny, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to speak very plainly. Black women and women of color like to do things like that to white women. Now, I'm not sticking up for these white women, but I'll tell you what, Jen Shah and the shit that she's pulling with these white girls, she would never, ever, 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 ever be allowed to do that to black women. Never. Do you understand me? And she's doing it on purpose because she knows they are not going to do anything. And then if they do something or say something back, then all of a sudden they're racist. Right? I don't know what happened the other day, and this is a crossover between Potomac, but Chris Bassett and Up and Adam were going back and forth. And Up and Adam said that Chris Bassett said some homophobic things. Or was he being homophobic? I didn't see anything that Chris Bassett said that was homophobic. I need to see it before I jump on Up and Adam's side. You know why? Because we're getting to a place where if you say something to somebody of a different identity, now they're going to say that you're being racist. They're saying you're going to be homophobic. I didn't see anything that Chris said, even anything like to suggest that he was trying to be homophobic or saying homophobic. Y'all let me know, because I still want to see it. I was like, well, what did Chris say that was homophobic? I'm trying to look for the tweets. I'm like, what did he say? Up and Adam was like, he's being homophobic, and he's and he's adding like Andy, Bravo, all of these people, like he's telling on Chris. And I'm like, Chris just was talking shit to you because he feels like you was talking shit about his wife. So when he approaches you now and talks shit to you, you can't say he's being homophobic because you're talking shit. So should he modify his behavior because you're gay? No, that's not happening. That's not happening. No. So you're not going to be able to say colorist things about a black woman on your platform and her white husband come out and tell you, hey, you talking about my wife, let's go. He's been socialized to fight. That's the thing. He's been socialized to fight. And now you want to talk about his wife? You want to talk about his wife in a disparaging way. Now he wants to see you about it. And now you can't say it's being homophobic. He wants to see you about something that came out of your mouth. Not for you being gay. So just because you're gay and somebody's saying something to you, you can't claim that he's being homophobic unless he was being homophobic. I'm the first one. But you can't do that. I was like, what is he talking about? Just because he's addressing him? Now he's being homophobic? No. That's not happening. Jen Shah, when somebody starts going after you about your behavior, you can't cry and say they're being racist. That's my point. That is my point. You can't do that. There are some black women and other women of color who would try that shit on these white girls because they know they're not going to do nothing. They know it. And we're not going to sit here and play this game like you don't know who you can try. Right? That's why Monique got in Candace's face. Right? That's why Monique did what she did to Candace, because she knew who she could try. Right? She didn't get it. Robin told her, hey girl, what's up? I'm in your face. Oh, you better get back before I put this neighborhood girl. No, Hazel. Get that's people know who they can try. That's why Jen is allowed to behave like that. Jen Shah would not pull that on no black women. She would never. All this doing all this and all this shit in the damn interviews. No, bitch. No. You wouldn't pull none of that shit that you pulling on those white women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or even Potomac. Hell, Ashley's big head ass wouldn't let you get away with no shit like that. Who the are you talking to, girl? When they showed that clip of Jen I said, there's no way in the world that I can be someone like that. I couldn't be your friend. Get the fuck out of here. Girl, you crazy. Jen and Lisa go ski biking. I've never heard of that. Of course, Lisa isn't good. She's the best at everything, but good at nothing, girl. How does that work? How does that work? Girl. I said Lisa was doing the little hops on the thing. Look at that Doberman. So cute. So they say it's time for a trip. They want to go ice fishing. She invited everyone. And then Jen said, I need all your info. That's a scammer. Girl, you don't need all my info. If you need my weight, I'll give you my weight. But that's all you need from me. Because we're going to be sitting on some ice. You don't need nothing else. You have my name and my weight. Period. You don't need anything else from me. Girl. Y'all heard her ask Lisa for all that information? Talking about I'm going to steal your identity. She's telling the truth. And that's how people get over, because these con artists, they say the craziest shit. And they be telling you, I'm going to steal your identity. I can't wait until we see the way the rest of the season plays out, the way that Lisa is going to be dealing with Jen. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Lisa says that Heather is manipulative, and you're talking to a manipulative woman, Lisa. And then she said Whitney just wants a problem with her. Maybe it's just a difference in personality. You know, everybody's not meant to get along. Like, literally, everybody is not meant to get along. Yes, you can be cordial. Yes, you can have manners. But for us to be like, oh, we're going to be good friends and all this other stuff, that's not in the cards for everybody. It's just not. So, you know, on Whitney's side, Whitney thinks that Lisa likes her, that she likes her so much that she's, you know how it goes. We've been socialized to believe that when somebody treats you mean in some weird ass way, they like you. Stop teaching children that. Stop teaching little boys and little girls that. Just because somebody's being mean to you, that does not mean that they like you. I told my sons, if a girl is being mean to you, or a boy, I don't know where y'all at, but if a boy or girl is being mean to you, that is not an indication that they like you. Okay? Oh, I'm letting you know that now. It's not, oh, she probably likes you. No. If she's being mean to you, she don't like you. So that's it. That's what that looks like. Right? We're going to label it the correct way. If she's being mean, she's being mean. That does not mean that she likes you. Mary and Rob Jr., speaking of which, talking to children. Mary, they go and they're at a little cafe or whatever. He orders it. That grilled cheese sandwich looks so damn good. Look at that dog. That dog is so good. It's just sitting down with a little ball waiting for his owner. He's really trained. He's not moving. Okay, anyway. The way that Mary is talking to her son, I just don't like the way that women talk to their sons about girls, and they make it seem like girls are the enemy, and they forget that the way that girls have been socialized to do things in order to gain the attention of boys. And you have to explain the psychology of girls and how you're socialized to boys so that they don't have this weird idea that somehow girls are bad and girls are trying to get you in bed and this and that. No. We have to learn how to advocate. Even though you have sons, you need to advocate for the girls because you know how girls are socialized to behave, right? I remember my son was telling me that one of his friends, who's a girl, she was talking about one of the other girls to him. And I said, listen, sometimes girls will talk about other girls to boys, right? You stay out of it. You don't need to go back to her and tell her what she said to you. You do not need to talk about her with her friend, because if they were friends and now that she's talking to you about her, you stay out of it, okay? And if she asks for your opinion, you stay neutral unless one of them was wrong in the situation, right? I said, because next week they're going to be friends again, okay? And that's it. So you got to explain, you're a girl, you're a woman who was a girl. You know how girls are socialized to interact with boys and vice versa. So when your children are growing up, talk about the psychology of how we're socialized so they'll understand this is why girls behave this way. And for her to say that, all the girls, just because they're pretty, doesn't mean they're pretty on the inside either. The same can be said about your son. So while you sitting up here making it seem like the girls are the enemy, you are creating the enemy. Because now he's going to have this weird idea of how he should be relating to girls, because you've made it seem like she's trying to get something from him. She's trying to do something to him. That's not cool. Y'all got to get out of that. Anyway, she said, I want you to go to the army. If you go to the army, you could get the heck out. I said, I know that's right. That shit was funny to me. You ready to move out? He said, yeah. Okay. You want your independence. Seems like you got a lot of independence with a refrigerator in your room. Okay. You want some more independence. You're not independent until you're able to survive on your own. That's what independence means. Independent. That's why you got to explain to these kids. If I tell my sons all the time, my goal, my job is to make sure that when I'm not there, that you could survive on your own. That is, and thrive. But it's not, you cannot think that you're about to move out and you don't even know how to pay a bill. What do you know? Do you know how to cook? When we were watching The Circle the other day, the young kid Daniel, he was making breakfast. And both of my sons was like, damn, he doesn't know how to make eggs. 12 and 14 watching a 20-year-old young boy on television, and he don't know how to cook. He was like, why doesn't he know how to cook? He's 20 years old. Exactly. Like, what did your fucking parents do or your caregivers do where you don't know how to flip a pancake at 20 years old or even make eggs? Honey, Saturday morning, they be in the kitchen making eggs, pancakes, at 12 and 14. And I'm not saying that to get kudos. I'm saying that you have to teach your kids how to survive. How you going to ask your son if he wants to move out and he don't know nothing? He's like, I don't know. You don't have a job? Nothing. That doesn't even make sense to me. You're talking crazy. Anyways, so Heather, she's talking to her daughters. She says that she wants her daughters to be, her oldest daughter is going off to college. She wants her to go off to college. She wants her to be the party girl. She wants her to live her life and make the mistakes and do all of this stuff. I really love the way that Heather is talking about how she wants to raise her daughter and her children, because, there's a, the sense of freedom and not being confined to this religion, and she was talking about how she had them, baby, that little girl they had on bonnets and shit. I know, I was like, it's crazy, because it's like the parents teach the children this, and then they grow up and it's that one child that be like, this ain't right, this don't make no damn sense, I don't understand, I don't want to go with this. But it's good that she's saying, I want my daughters to live life and go to college and make mistakes. I love that. So she's saying it's a personal choice. It is a personal choice. I think that as parents, you can set a foundation, right, to let your children know that there is a designer out there. There is an architect of all of this shit. But the way that the religions are organized and the gatekeepers of these religions are really violent to women and children. And we've seen it over and over again. Yes, that's not the faith. It's not the doctrine. It is the people that are governing and gatekeeping these religions, who are typically men. And we see the state of the world today. You can be violent externally and you can be violent quietly. And they do it quietly in these churches, mosques, temples, kingdom halls, wherever, whatever structure that has been built for organized religion. I guarantee you someone is in there being violent to women and children. I'm not talking about your scriptures. I'm not talking about your holy books. I'm talking about the gatekeepers. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So don't get in my comments talking about Jesus saves and John 3:16 and he so loved the world. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who gatekeep the books and the scriptures. They are being violent to women and children, boys and girls. Not just girls, boys too. Okay? All right. So I don't want anybody in my comments talking crazy. I'm not talking about your religion. I'm talking about the people who gatekeep your religion. At Meredith's house, she's having a little fashion show or whatever. Not a fashion show, but like, these designers they got the racks up basically, and they're looking at clothes and they talk about her little blazers and stuff like that. Just a fashion preview they're having. Mary comes over there and they said that Brooks and Mary have gotten close because he goes to Mary seemingly for advice about how to deal with Jen because she has gone through the same thing with Jen. They asked Mary about Meredith's style. She was trying so hard to be truthful. All you got to do, if you don't like somebody's style, just be like, her personal style is her personal style. It's not something that I would wear. Her fashion choices are not how I would dress, but it's her personal style, and she looks halfway decent when she steps out. Meredith don't be looking crazy, so we're not going to even play that game. So Brooks was talking to Mary, and he was saying that he was terrified. He used the word terrified. Jen is liking tweets that have to do with Brooks' sexuality. And then she's like, do you want to call her? You don't want to call her and tell her to leave your family alone? What's up? And she was like, well, she invited us to go ice fishing. And Mary goes, okay, well, then that's your opportunity to have a conversation with her. That's your invite in. That's the door open. Go have a conversation with her and let her know to leave your goddamn family alone. Period. And then, and the thing with that, like I said, the kid can be as annoying as he wants, right? Like Brooks, your children can be as annoying as they are to whomever. But if someone is saying things or liking things and making suggestions about your kid's sexuality, and whether Brooks presents film, however he presents, he is, first of all, he don't even need to come out if he don't want. He don't need to tell anybody, hey, I'm gay. He doesn't need to say that. He doesn't need to say that. He doesn't. Nobody be like, hey, I'm straight. Don't nobody need to say what their sexual. It's none of your goddamn business. That's number one. Right? And number two, if somebody was online fucking with your kid, you would have a problem with it, no matter how annoying your child is. And that's just what it is. I don't give a fuck how annoying Brooks is. Jen Shah is a grown-ass 50-year-old woman fucking with a 20-year-old. Because he said he was uncomfortable because she was lifting her legs in the air like a fucking idiot. And he saw her vagina. And he had something snide to say about it. Old ass woman got her damn vagina for everybody to see, nasty bitch. That's raggedy. Now you're mad because somebody said they didn't like to see what you were doing. They were reacting off of something that you did, spoke about it, and now you don't like it. And so now you got a vendetta against him. And so everything negative against Brooks, you're liking it. Jen is out of order. I don't give a damn if Brooks is annoying as shit. Jen is out of order. And Meredith has the right to be upset. Period. They went ice fishing. Jen, Heather, and Whitney. Whitney brought a life jacket. Did you hear Jen Shah call herself Zen Jen? I said, okay, Zen Jen. Like Zen Win over on Potomac. Lisa and Jenny, they're on their way. Oh, y'all. Wait a minute. I skipped over Jenny's scene. Jenny and Dewey had a conversation, baby. I did not like the way that Dewey was sitting there, like no emotion. I was like, oh no. I was looking at him like, girl. No, she done had 9 miscarriages, 3 C-sections, and he wants more children. She was like, and he's a doctor. I don't understand why he's like, oh, I have an idea. We can have some more kids. She's like, I don't want to have this conversation. He was like, I want another kid. She was like, no, I've been through 12 pregnancies. 12, she'd been pregnant 12 times and had 9 miscarriages. That's the reason in the pit of my stomach, y'all. And y'all be like, y'all be telling these black women, divest. These other men, they are all socialized the same. I got so sick when I sat there and watch him have no emotions about what her body is going through to have children for you, because you want more children. But 3 is enough. And I've had 3 C-sections and 9 miscarriages, and you want some more kids? Fuck you. No. We got to start somewhere. No, we ain't got to start nowhere. God damn it. Anyway, Meredith shows up. Why was they playing that music when Meredith showed up to ice fishing, child? Lisa hugged Whitney. That was I was surprised about that too. It was so funny. Every time they hollered trout, they started running. Anyways, so Meredith was saying that Jen's actions and words do not align. And she was talking about my family. And I told you guys at the reunion that if you talk about my family, we cannot be friends. I think I made myself clear. Didn't I make myself clear? Jen's sitting there like, yeah. But you're liking homophobic tweets about my son. You were questioning his sexuality and about him coming out, and all these little microaggressions. It has to stop. It is horrible and it's painful. She says, I'm tired of getting accused of stuff. And she says, well, did you like a tweet that called my son a sissy bitch? Bitch, I was like, and then she was like, no, I didn't do that. She said, hold on, I got it right here. Did you do this? No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Somebody else runs my page. Meredith said, you know what? Meredith is like me. I'm not going to even play this game with you, bitch. Either say you apologize, and at this point, because you keep denying it and you keep doing it, we don't even need to be friends. I don't even know why I'm sitting here. That's how I would have been. Bitch, I don't even know why I'm sitting here talking to your silly ass. I would have gotten up and left. As soon as you start denying it and lying, and like Meredith said, she's a liar. She's a liar, and she's going to continue to lie. She's a liar. She steals people. She's a thief. And the only way you could be a fucking thief is if you lie. Okay? So Jen is a fucking liar. I don't believe shit that come out of that lady's mouth. Nothing. Except for, I'ma steal your identity. I believe that. Okay? Is she out of her mind? Meredith was so pissed. I had never seen Meredith that mad. Never seen her mad. She was like, her glasses flew off her face. She was mad. Is she out of her mind? I'm done. Don't fuck with my family. You don't think she's abusive? Like, that's the thing. She's abusive. And then she's sitting in your face like, I didn't do anything. I don't run my page. And like Meredith told Jenny, I don't run my page all the time either. But I tell whoever is running my page, do not like tweets that are mean about someone else. Don't do it. Because you're representing me. It's my likeness, my blue check mark. You're not going to represent me in a way that does not align with how I walk through this world. And if you don't like any tweets where somebody's saying something mean about somebody, and that's just what it is. She says, I support Brooks. Oh, that's what Jen Shah said. I support Brooks because you bought some sweatpants. Girl, shut the fuck up. Jen goes back away. Jenny goes over there. Jenny says she's not mad. Jenny says, you want to be friends with Lisa? You want to be friends with Lisa? She was like, that's a 20-year-old child. You can put him in a dark place. She was like, I am so angry. And then she goes, how do you think my kids feel? nobody think your kids, your grown ass kids feel? That nigga that walked in there with a beard and a mustache, you talking about him? Girl, nobody has talked about your children. None of them. And then when we made a suggestion, how would you feel if somebody talked about your children? You flip the fuck out. But you don't understand Meredith's, her response to you fucking with her child. You don't get it. See, that's when I'll have to punch you in your face. That's the only way we're going to be able to resolve this, if I bust your damn lip. That's the only way I see that we can resolve this. Conflict resolution out the door, bitch. I'm busting you in your damn mouth because you sitting up here lying. You're not taking accountability. Then you bring your kids in it when nobody has said anything about you, and then you starting to cry. Bitch, that's not going to work on me. It's not. So the only way I see to resolve this is boop, right in your fucking nose, bitch. In your lips, knock your teeth out, get your teeth done at Beauty Lab. Do they do teeth at Beauty Lab? Because that's where you would be, bitch. He saw her vagina. She doesn't tell the truth. And then it's always, what about me? What about me? That's the narcissist. That's what about me? What about me? What about me? Nothing about you. You're doing the terrorizing. But now all of a sudden it's what about me and my kids? But you know, when you said about you couldn't even come up with nothing, Jen. Jen Shah I don't like Jen Shah. She's a weak bitch. She's even weaker because she pulls that aggressive shit on those white women, and she knows they're not going to say nothing to her. She knows it. That's why she's mad at Mary. And Mary said, girl, I don't care. You want to tell me that I don't like black people because I don't want to walk past niggas in front of the 7-Eleven? Fuck you, bitch. You can't tell me how the fuck I should be about my people. You're not black. Now. And your kids aren't black either, okay? Yeah, because you're not black. Their dad is black. I can't stand Jen Shah. Doing all that shit in the fucking interviews, girl, bye. Anyways, y'all, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was good. I was like, I didn't take that many notes, but a lot happened. I can't wait till all the shit comes out about her stealing these people's identities. Here's the thing. She can be mad all she wants to. She can start crying, and you can think that Meredith snitched on her. But I'm going to tell you one thing. People who are watching this, if you feel like Meredith snitched on her after she found out that she was stealing from old people, something is wrong with you. You need to reevaluate how you look at the world. Because if I find out you are stealing from old people and vulnerable people, I'm going to tip off the people with the letters on their back. Yes, we're going to be down here at the damn pizza spot in the damn parking lot. I'll see you there. Okay. I'm snitching, right? If you want to fix the state of the world, you're going to have to start talking when you see somebody doing something wrong. Period. That's how it goes. You can't protect people who are doing wrong shit. So, I can't respect Meredith because she snitched on Jen. Fuck Jen Shah. She's stealing from old people. She's taking advantage of old people, vulnerable people. If you think somebody snitched on her, goddamn it, she need to be snitched on. And she could be mad about it, bitch. And if I was like Meredith said on Watch What Happens Live, didn't I tell you to leave my fucking family alone, bitch? So you can think all you want to that I told the people with the letters on their back where you were. You can think it all day. I told you don't fuck with my family. Now, what else is going on? Shout out to Cynthia Bailey. Anything else, y'all? We good? Okay. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.